Welcome in. Good afternoon. It's the Ticket Punchers here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. I'm your host, Roman Kelly, taking you down till 6 o'clock here today on the Big X, as we do per usual. Also currently on YouTube at Spiel Podcast, at Big X Sports Radio, and of course we're on our Twitter page at _Ticket Punchers. Waiting for the co-host to join in here, J.R. Anderson and Curtis Phillips, as we're going to be getting into all things betting and all things punches tickets here tonight. It's Friday, so we've got a large-scale day for us because we're going to be looking at multiple sports. Joining now is the other co-host here on the show, J.R. Anderson. Right now, J.R., how are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. Sorry I'm a little bit late, but yeah, we're good. Happy Friday. Ready to get the weekend started. Let's punch some tickets.
What are you looking forward to this weekend? We've got our Cards in action looking to bounce back. We've got playoff implication football, both with college and NFL. And then, of course, we've got some top 25 teams in action in college basketball. What are you looking forward to most this weekend, JR?
Obviously, definitely my Ravens need to bounce back. It's the fight for the division with us going against Pittsburgh. We got to have it. 8 needs to show up. He missed practice Thursday, so kind of worried, but I think we'll be all right. Second, I've been really interested in, college football here lately. I've been looking at the North Texas versus Tulane game. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking at doing like a 1.5 unit bet towards North Texas money line. I gave up a big
tonight too.
Yep, I gave up a big write-up. A lot of changes for them with coaches and stuff like that. But overall, they got the most efficient, high-powered offense in the country. So definitely leaning towards them. And then NBA, I had a few dips and dabs, but Lakers tonight, and what else do we got? Lakers Boston, Lakers Boston game gonna be tremendous. I hadn't looked at the
Lakers Celtics matchup rivalry. I hate to see, so I'm going to be hate watching that one for sure.
Yeah. Banchero's back, so definitely looking to see how Magic
favored for a reason tonight.
Yeah. How Magic play against Curtis's Heat, for
the battle tonight in the NBA. So that'll be exciting as the Magic are getting back to full strength. Heat are looking back good again. I don't even know if the Heat are at full strength. Every time somebody comes back, somebody else is sitting for the Heat. It seems like you get Wiggins back, and now Norman Powell's down. But that offense, when you had everybody before Hero, right? You had everybody healthy except Hero. That was the number one offense in the league. You've added Hero back, and now you've got that closer. You've got that tough shot maker as well off the bounce who can get downhill and really make things tough for a defense. So I'm really excited to see what that'll look like tonight. Let's get right into it, though, JR. I mean, I had a 5-1 night last night. I'll just go ahead and say it. Near sweep the Gibbs. It's funny because Gibbs has like one of the best performances all season long in the NFL, but doesn't reach his yard mark, in which we took the 70 yards. We hit the Jake Ferguson 30 yards. We hit the Javonte Williams 60-plus rushing yards. Perfect sweep in the NBA last night, JR. I should have posted it. If you didn't get the punches out, that's on me. That's my fault. I'm sorry to the listeners.
For all the viewers out there, Roman builds incredible plays, but he doesn't always push them out with confidence, and he hoards them to himself. So JR is pushing Roman to push him out and to bless you guys with amazing parlays. His parlay last night was plus 600. I'm sure you guys would have loved that. So I'm going to get him to start posting his parlays, and so you guys can benefit from it.
Yeah, we hit the Jake LaRavia, 10-plus points, LeBron James, 6-plus rebounds, Jeremiah Fears, 15-plus points, and then our favorite prop of the season so far, the VJ Edgecombe over. Well, it's basically the 8-plus rebounds and assists is kind of where we like him. I don't like the 10-plus. The 7-plus, you never get good juice on it anymore because he's one of the most athletic players on that team, so they know what's coming with him now being a pretty much guaranteed starter. We swept them. We got a good little read in the NBA last night, so I want to do that again tonight. JR, we also need to get the triple punch out. We're going to get that out with the graphic tonight. We'll try to get those plays even kind of concluded before 6 p.m. as well. We're waiting for Curtis to join the show up. Obviously, our other co-host, Curtis, Phillips, Philly Picks, is going to be coming in here any minute now to talk tonight's bets with us. But let's get into it. We've got college football on. You've already mentioned it. We're looking at Tulane. We're looking at North Texas. I've already got an official punch on the day in this game, JR. And it's an interesting one because it's a quarterback rushing yards. Obviously, we're on the Tulane side because Jake Retzlaff, I don't really know how to pronounce it. Retzlaff is how they say it.
Yeah.
He's covered the 40-plus rushing mark in more than half of his games this season. He's had a couple of games this season where he was well over the 100-point mark, a 100 rushing yards mark, and as a Tulane offense that likes to kind of push that pill. So I think you keep the ball in your playmakers' hands tonight. You don't want to – you're going to be probably in a close game situation as they've had this line pretty close all day. I think that ultimately they're going to try to run him as much as they can tonight. It's their last opportunity at punching their ticket. And you keep your best playmaker. You keep the ball in their hands in those situations. Granted, with that being said, we've already both said we like North Texas. However, I do think that Tulane's going to have to do whatever they can to keep up. That's going to mean getting creative. That's going to be running the quarterback, trying to be unpredictable as possible. So I like the Jake Retzlaff, Tulane quarterback for 40-plus rushing tonight. That's my official punch on this game tonight. My buddy Abelson, our college football guru on the Real Spiel, he does the Under Center show on the Real Spiel podcast. He's heavy on the over at 66.5.
I like that. Yeah. So I was very close to taking just the over, and I ended up doing the money line, and I instead took the UNLV over for the 58.5 against Boise State minus 130. But when I was looking at the Tulane game, the over 67.5 minus 108, I love it. I did put that on a parlay. And then on another one, I took them for plus 12.5. Just as a double money play as part of something bigger. It's minus 566 on that. But on that one, I had Jacksonville State plus 14.5, North Texas plus 12.5, the over 47.5 for UNLV Boise State game, and then James Madison minus 13 or 12.5, Troy versus James Madison. That is a minus 101 play.
And for the listeners who maybe don't know, they're maybe not familiar with what North Texas is about, I'm just going to read off their scoring totals in each game they've had this season, JR, starting with their most recent games to the start of the season. Their last game, 52 points, 56 points, 53 points, 31 points, 54 points, 55 points, 36 points in a loss in which they allowed 63 points, 36 points, 45 points, 59 points, 33 points, and they started their season off with a 51-point shutout. This North Texas team, yes, they lost their quarterback from last year when everybody said this is a high-powered offense last year, that it all came down to that QB. That QB moved on, and guess what? It stayed a high-powered offense this year, if not one of the best scoring offenses in all of college football. Yep. They're going to put the points on the board tonight, JR.
Yeah, they lead the country in points per game.
It's just a matter of how many. How many are we comfortable with giving tonight?
Yeah, definitely the over. I mean,
we saw a official punch sent into the Ticket Punchers group chat from Curtis, our Philly Picks, our co-host here. He has the over 34.5 North Texas team total. I like it.
Yeah, North Texas for sure. Yeah, easy.
They've covered that in majority of their games this season. They've covered that in their last 3 games straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of their last 6 games they've covered. 6 of their last 7 games they've covered that. 7 of their last 8. You can really go all the way up until I like that. September. September's the last time they didn't have that many points in a game. Philly on it there with the team totals. He's been on the college team totals both with football and basketball all season long. I say all season long for football. I mean, for basketball, the season's only been going on, obviously, about a little over a month. And then for football, we started on October 7th. So just within the Ticket Puncher show, Philly has been on it. So we're going to rock with Philly on the 34.5 tonight for North Texas. We do both like North Texas to win, though, right?
Yes, North Texas to win. I didn't even think of Curtis's team total. I love that. Love them both.
Now, are we going to try to maybe make a little Friday night parlay for all of the college football games? Because they're giving me a boost. They're giving me a 30%, and it's not one of those same game parlay boosts. I can have 3 random plays from 3 random games, and we can boost those up. So naturally, I kind of like building a little something just for the night, right? Now, I'm not saying
yeah.
we're going to go and put a whole unit on this or anything like that. Just a little parlay because you've got multiple games on in the night, 2 of which start at the same time. The other 2 start at the same time. So if you got good outcomes in those first 2, you're having some fun watching some teams you probably more than likely don't necessarily care about.
Yeah.
James Madison in action tonight. Also have Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State going at it. And then, of course, UNLV and Boise State in the Mountain West Championship.
Yeah, I have a 4-piece that I built for all those games already.
So you've got one prop you like from each. Let's hear it.
Yeah, so 4-piece. This is a plus 12-12. If you use the 25% booster, it's 15 plus 15-15. Kennesaw State game over 61.5. That's minus 110. The North Texas game over 67.5. Minus 108. The Troy game over 46.5. Minus 115. And over in the Mountain West Conference game, UNLV Boise State minus 110 for 15-15 4-piece.
What was the over in that UNLV Boise State when you caught it?
59.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Has it moved?
No, the Troy and James Madison has. You caught that one at 46.5. It has moved up to 47.5 now.
Yep.
If you've been watching the show, don't just think because we like something that was a set line earlier, meaning we like the current line, go get that alternate. We have already been hooked a couple times. I say we. Romy Bean's already been hooked a couple of times this season on line moves. We start talking about things, JR, and they know we're punching tickets. They got to make sure
we move lines.
They got to make sure we're not costing them. So I'm not going to be mad at that at all. But I like those. I like those 4-piece. We're going to lock those in as the, not the triple punch parlay, but that is a little Friday parlay for you for the night of college football. In terms of winners, let's just go ahead and list those out. I think we both like Boise State.
Yep, Boise.
We both like North Texas. I like Jacksonville State to win tonight. They beat the same Kennesaw State team on their home field like 3 weeks ago, a game in which normally I'm not going to say, oh, they beat them once, they can beat them again. When you score 36 points on a team, the other team grabs the momentum back and you still find a way to go and score more points and reestablish that lead and win the game. You're the better team, in my opinion. Again, it's not just that simple. I think there was maybe one key injury in that game, but everybody's good to go tonight for the Jacksonville State. So naturally, they've got a much, much, much better run game, and I think that's going to prevail tonight. If you can keep the ball longer and you can win the battle of possession, if they don't turn the ball over tonight, they should win this game. So no Gavin Wimsatt tonight, I believe, which whatever there. I like Jacksonville State to get the upset. I honestly am not understanding this not being like near a 1.5 line, JR.
Yeah.
I get Kennesaw State's look good in their last few games. They're on a 2-game win streak, but that's following the loss to Jacksonville State where they gave up 35 points. Yes, they did score 26 points, but they scored 13 of those 26 in the fourth quarter once they had already gotten to a deficit. That's like they were down 25 to 13 before they scored those 13 points. So, and then they still allowed 10 points from Jacksonville State in the fourth quarter. They're not able to stop the run. And that's just not going to win you games. I think I like Jacksonville State on the upset.
Yeah, I like Jacksonville State on my double money play, the minus 101 4-piece. I took them at plus 14.5. I took North Texas at plus 12.5. Took the over 47.5 for the UNLV game and James Madison minus 12.5. That all 4 of those are minus 101. If you want to cheat a little bit for the night, that's the double money play that I love.
That'll double your money up, and you'll get to have a little bit extra investment while you're watching these games tonight. It is Friday, though, JR, so we have to make sure we get the listeners' bets in. We got to make sure we go over whatever the listeners are sending in. On our Game Day Men's Health text line, got the shirt on right now, if you're looking on the stream, if you're watching us. Game Day Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, and sexual performance therapy. Visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. We did get a couple of texts in on the Game Day Men's Health text. Or actually, no, we don't have any in yet. So we'll keep that open. Of course, we've also got the YouTube chat and the X chat if you want to get in on there. I see we've got some viewers coming in right now on both YouTube accounts. So let us know. If you have any questions on the night weekend of sports, whatever punches you're putting in and you want us to discuss, we'll get into them. I like the college football slate. I'm going to be honest. For what we've got in terms of the teams out there tonight, I do like the matchup. So it should be a fun night. We'll get all of those posted @_ticket punchers on X. And of course, we're going to have the Discord up and running for you guys here shortly as well. JR, let's move on though. Let's get into the rest of what we've got. Do you want to go tonight's punches outside of college football, or do you want to look into the weekend of sports? I feel like we need to continue looking on to the weekend of sports because there's a lot of college football on tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it just a college football show when we've only got like 12 more minutes left here, but I still want to. I mean, it's conference championship weekend. It's a lot of money to be made, a lot of close lines. Teams that I think I'm confident are going to win. They don't have big lines, so that's the time. That's the time to make money. Good money line numbers as well.
Who's your favorite two games for the weekend for the
Georgia and Ohio State?
Oh yeah, yep.
As much as I have been impressed as a non-believer in Alabama early in the year, I have been thoroughly impressed throughout the season. They beat them early in the year. I think Kirby wants his get back, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Kirby's had trouble with Alabama, hasn't he? Isn't he have a losing record against Alabama?
During the Saban
1-7,
Saban
and he got the one was like 2023,
2022 national championship.
2022 national championship. What was that? Devonta Smith and them? No, that was Alabama. He won that. I'm already forgetting who he beat, but I think that he wants to get over that hump. He's probably had this game circled for a few weeks now, knowing that that's who he was going to be playing after they got that. Well, I guess he wasn't certain until last week. But what do we like tonight as we now are introducing our man, Curtis Phillips, Mr. Philly Picks, into the show this weekend with college football? Philly, we just did our Friday night slate, so we'll maybe have to get your take on the Friday night games after we address Saturday. But we did mention your team total for 34.5 out of Tulane. But, JR, talk us through the weekend of college football.
Yeah. Kennesaw State, JSU, Troy, JMU, North Texas, Tulane. I mean, most of the games that I love today, we've already talked about. I'm definitely going against BYU again in the Texas Tech game. The last two times, or the last two that I've went against them, I've split. But Texas Tech, man, they just got way too much NFL talent on that roster.
They do. That defense is good.
If BYU pulls it off, hey, listen, I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong. But
that's awesome.
Definitely Texas Tech. Georgia, Alabama game, it's tough. I definitely love Georgia in the overall matchup, even though Alabama can get the job done. But I would say that they would have to be damn near flawless on both sides of the ball. Georgia, once they get rolling, it's very hard to stop them, especially with their dynamic outsides. I don't really love the Miami, Ohio, and WMU game. Indiana, Ohio State, that's going to be probably the most exciting game to watch, but I think Ohio State will cap it off unless Indiana can just get out to a lead early and just keep piling it on and get a couple stops. But I definitely think Ohio State, just pound for pound, is hard to match unless you just blow the top off. The Duke-Virginia game, I don't know if y'all been keeping up with it, but if Duke wins, I don't know if y'all seen some of the analysts talk about it, but if Duke wins, this will be probably the game that blows up, our current structure in college football. Overall, you
got an 8-5 team not making. You don't have an ACC team not making the playoff because you're not getting a bid due to the conference champion being an 8-5 team with 3 conference losses.
Yep,
or non-con losses. I'm sorry, that's just not.
Yeah, so
that's not sustainable.
So you know me, always loving to play devil's advocate here. So the conspiracy theorists believe that the refs will be wearing Virginia jerseys in this game, and they will.
How the ACC is.
They will get everything in this game, and they will make sure Virginia wins. If you believe in that side of the edge, but definitely Virginia money line for me. If I was to put money on it, but I don't plan to take anything for that ACC championship game. I'm bittersweet about it. We should have been there, and we're not. Yeah,
we should be. It's hard to stomach. Philly Picks, welcome in. No, you had to be a little bit late today here to the show today, sir. But I've got to ask you, what's the move this Friday night in terms of college football, and of course on Saturday as well? Where are you feeling before we get into tonight's punches and looking into tonight's game, Philly? We've got to ask you, how are you feeling? Conference championship games.
Yeah, we got a lot of conference championship games going on, so looking forward to those. As you already said, Roman, we already dropped the North Texas team total over. If y'all have watched them all year, like these guys put up points.
So we were saying.
Yeah, the highest scoring team in the nation. So it's always fun, watching those guys. It should be a good matchup against Tulane. But I do lean the North Texas side. They have 8 straight wins as favorites. They're 11-1 on the season, like I already mentioned, and they've covered 6 straight games, which is kind of crazy. So these guys are not just winning; they're also covering. So yeah, that'll be one matchup I'm looking forward to, and then the UNLV Boise State should also be good. Boise State did roll over UNLV, early this year. I expect this one to be a little bit closer. So yeah,
like it. Now this in terms of Saturday Philly picks, where are you going in terms of any potential upset on your radar, or you like the favorites?
Yeah, so actually, we're going to go to the MACtion, Miami of Ohio, Western Michigan. I do like Miami of Ohio. They're slight underdogs. I got them at plus 112, I believe, this morning. And I just like, they've been to 2 straight conference championships. They split those 1-1, and they've been to three of the last 6 in the MACtion. Western Michigan, it's kind of new for them. This is their first conference championship appearance in 9 years. So, and I don't feel like they should be here. They was 4-4, capped off 4 straight wins, to end the season. So I don't think they'll be ready for the test. I do lean Miami of Ohio in that matchup. And then I know as I got on the air, y'all was speaking of Georgia, Alabama. I do lean Georgia. It's crazy with the Kirby Smart record, but I think he gets over the hump. I don't like what I've been seeing from Todd Simpson, like the later half of the season. He was balling out to begin the season, but
looked like an MVP to start the year off.
Yeah, he did. But now I think defenses are kind of catching on to him. I do like Gunnar Stockton over Simpson in that matchup. So I do lean Georgia to get their revenge from early in the season in that.
Yeah, Gunnar Stockton made a few throws in that first matchup, I think, that just not costed them, but ultimately he wasn't accurate enough late in that game to get them where they needed to be. I think he's improved from that game, not massively, but a lot. Gunnar Stockton, I think I don't know about ready, but he should be ready for this game. So ultimately that gives me kind of the edge with Georgia. Fellas, we only have about 5 minutes or so before we get out of here. I do want to look at the night of sports for official punches. Then, of course, we want to get that triple punch parlay out there if we can. We may have to wait a couple after the radio hours to get the triple punch out. But, fellas, NBA tonight, official punches, whatever you may like. College basketball as well on tonight and on tomorrow. I want to ask you first, JR, we'll save the parlays for after the radio just because we want to keep it concise. We don't have anything in on the chat or on the Game Day Mintel text line. So let's get into our punches for tonight.
NBA.
Yeah, whatever you got. We'll start with you. And then Curtis, follow that up.
Going with pull mine up. Keontae George, 3+ threes made, plus 113. Going VJ Edgecombe, 2+ threes, plus 115. I've been really, really locked in on the threes the last couple nights, and I promise to get those out to everybody. That's all I really have for player props. Go ahead, Curtis.
Yeah, so as far as the NBA goes, I'm taking Jaylen Brown 30+ points at plus 100, and then also like Jalen Tyson 21+ points and rebounds. He's cashed this in 6 straight without Darius Garland. Garland's gonna be out tonight as well. So those, will be 2 of mine from the NBA.
Yep.
I like those fellas. I got a few here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, JR. Whatever you.
I got team stuff, so you can go props. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Kel'el Ware on the 8+ tonight, fellas. He's going up against Orlando. Yes, Banchero is back, and yes, Bam has been back. But with that being said, I mean the odds on it, it's already not really worth betting. I caught his 8+ last night at minus 172 for Kel'el Ware. Unfortunately, it has already gone up to minus 210, so I don't even
rebound coming.
Yeah, Kel'el Ware 8+ rebounds. I caught it at minus 172, now up to minus 210. That's still an official punch because I've wagered it, I bet it, I found it in my dig. I'm also on the Jalen Johnson 20+ points tonight going up against the Nuggets in Atlanta. I think this is going to be not necessarily a playoff atmosphere type of a game, but just a back and forth high intensity game for a good portion of it. The There's still no Trae Young, obviously. Nickeil Alexander-Walker's kind of been that only guaranteed consistent scoring threat. In a game in which you're going to have to answer back to what the Nuggets throw at you, they're going to need Jalen Johnson to stay in this game tonight. So I like him on the 20-plus points as well. And then Alfred Sengun, we're riding with him, JR. You put me on. You showed me. Obviously I knew he was he had it in him, but you've made me a believer, and we're rocking with the Sengun prop tonight and against the Suns team that likes to get a little chippy, that likes to play a little bit hard. They like to be a little bit aggressive. They switch a lot as well. Sengun's probably going to eat that up and take advantage of that. So I'm on the Sengun over 22.5 points tonight. Those are the 3 player props I've got on my officials. You maybe pair up 2 of those, one of those 2, Jalen Johnson or Sengun, with the Kel'el Ware for a little 2-leg with some good juice on it. But those are the 3 official punches for me tonight. What else are you liking, JR?
Yeah, I got 2 team lines, Denver and Atlanta. The over has hit in 8 of Denver's last 8 games as a favorite. That line currently right now is 238.5. I got it at minus 114 a little bit earlier, but 8 straight games over. I love this line. I think that game is going to be upbeat scoring. Young legs and Murray, Jokic, and company have been, shooting at a very high clip, and it's easy when you got Jokic at the helm. Second line is going to be the Cavs, 0-6 at 0% in their last 6 games versus top 10 scoring defenses, taking San Antonio money line plus 138. Last 6 games, 100%.
I like it. Curtis, what do you want to round us out with before we end up this radio segment and get on to the triple punch after hours here?
Yeah, college basketball slate, not too great tonight, but I did like a game in which the Notre Dame Irish going against the TCU Horned Frogs, and I'm gonna fade the Irish coming off a good win against Mizzou, but only in the first half. I'm taking TCU minus 3.5 in the first half. I've seen Notre Dame get off to a lot of slow starts in the first half and kind of, get their rhythm going in the second half. So TCU to be up by 4 at halftime.
Love it. Love it. This is going to wrap us up, though, on the official punches here. Stay tuned. We're on X. We're on the @ticket_ ticket punchers on X. We're also on the Real Spiel Podcast and the Big X, the Real Spiel Podcast YouTube and the Big X Sports Radio YouTube pages as well. This is going to wrap us up here on the radio, though. Thank you all so much for listening and tuning in here to the Ticket Punchers right here on 96.1 FM, 1450 AM, Big X Sports Radio. Let's go punch those tickets.
Punch those tickets.
All right, fellas, let's get that triple punch parlay piece sent out to our listeners, our lovely listeners here. We've got a handful right now on the YouTube account, so that's always nice. We appreciate you guys for listening. Got a good few on X as well. Give that a bit of a retweet there. So let's get into it, fellas. Triple punch parlay pieces. Do either one of you have yours already ready? We'll start with whoever's ready. I'm not necessarily ready. I've got 2 to decide between here.
Yeah, I sent it in earlier for that 4-leg you was trying to build, but that's what I use for my triple punch parlay piece as well. For the listeners, it is North Texas over 34.5 points. Like I already said, highest scoring team, in the nation. They just go at a fast pace and they score efficiently. So I think they score a boatload of points here tonight against Tulane.
I like that. I'm going to keep it in college football. I'm going to go Jacksonville State on the plus. You know what? Jacksonville State to win, money line. I think they're going to win. I genuinely believe they're going to win. If you guys don't want to put it on your parlay piece, I fully understand that. But that's who I believe is going to get the job done tonight in that matchup.
I was going to take them as a straight bet this morning. I probably still will. I think they've won 11 straight games at home too, so.
Yeah, on a bit of a home win streak.
Kind of torn between 2. I was going to take Gonzaga and Kentucky over 158.5 total points at minus 110.
The only weird thing about the Zags is they don't shoot a lot of threes.
Yeah.
So if they're defending well and they're starting to blow Kentucky out, that's where
they're not going to blow them out. On my alt, I was going to take them for plus 5.5 on Kentucky side.
The way that they are playing, there's a chance every time they play. Look how many shots North Carolina missed.
Yeah.
You should have won that game.
Do we want the triple punch to be just for tonight or for the weekend?
It's up to you guys. I like it. I like it when they're all in one day.
Yeah.
Because we should be doing it every day. We should be doing it on a Saturday. We should be getting a Saturday and Sunday one out as well.
I'll save my spicy one. My spicy one is Ohio State minus 3.5.
I like it.
I'm on it.
But
I'm going
to
take the 2.5. I'm going to take the 2.5.
I think it's going to be decisive. But man, this is tough. Let's go. I feel like my last one I picked was a bonehead one, so trying to get us in the win column at least for the leg, even if we don't hit all three. Boom. Let's go with the North Texas money line. I have confidence in that minus 130. Oh well, your team total, Curtis. Who was that?
Yeah, I had team total, but my North Texas was an official punch. But that's fine.
But what was your leg for your triple?
Oh, team total. Oh, North Texas team total over 34.5. Right.
Then I'll skip that one. Let's do. Man, I can't decide today. I was really leaning towards the Kentucky. You done crushed my confidence, bro.
I don't trust them, man. If they're not hitting shots,
I don't know why their lines have been honestly like they're favorites against Michigan State, North Carolina.
The computers still love them. Not love them. The computers don't dislike them that much yet.
Yeah, they're struggling versus ranked teams, though. I mean,
Pacer. Let's go. Kobe White 4 rebounds.
Okay, I like that.
Plus 136. I had a 4 rebounds for primary high usage guards. I had Brunson 4 rebounds against Utah. I had De'Aaron Fox 4 rebounds for the Cavs. I had Quigley 4 rebounds against Charlotte, and then Kobe White 4 rebounds against Indiana. This parlays plus 1666. Yeah, and I think 4 rebounds for all 4 of these guards is
very
easy one, but I'm sure somebody will, But each one, Brunson plus 142, Fox minus 102, Quigley minus 178. You could, because he.
You like that more than the Spurs to win?
I feel like there's a chance the Spurs could lose. But
Cavs been miserable, dog.
I know, but every time I bet against them, Donovan has one of them 46-point nights. Mobley's at the 5 tonight since Jared's out. They just wake up. Mobley go get 25, and he's a dominant presence down there. So they don't have Wemby. So
your punch was for them to cover.
In the win.
Yes, for San Antonio money line at the time was plus 136. That might have shifted already, but I mean, on paper, yes, they should win. But it's always they're at Cleveland. Things can happen if that former Louisville Cardinal can get going.
Yeah, you're right.
That'd be my only concern. But I definitely love Spurs money line. For the punch, I like rebounds more, just because I think Kobe White can get the job done. I mean, we could do De'Aaron Fox. I mean, just to go safer. I feel like he's going to board. They just got more.
You like Kobe 4 more than you like Kobe 3 or 4?
I mean, if I was going to add it into something, I would do Kobe 3, but I don't know the odds for it. I'm not on my main computer today.
Okay. Well, it's over 2.5 is minus 184. 4+ is plus money.
Are you adding it to something or taking it straight?
It's our triple punch, so I'm just gonna.
We can do 3.
All right, we'll take 3 on the triple punch. North Texas over 34.5, and I'm gonna add the Jalen Johnson. I'm gonna add the Jalen Johnson points.
Points.
As much as I, you know what? We're gonna go Nuggets money line. We're gonna go Nuggets money line.
That's spicy, but yeah.
You switching it?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it to Nuggets money line as my parlay piece for our triple punch. So we got Kobe White over 2.5 rebounds, Denver Nuggets money line, and then North Texas 34.5. Since you talk, you know, I thought Cleveland was going to win this morning, and now I don't know.
I mean, look at the matchups. Like when you look at the, hold on, let me pull it up. Denver money line was one of my other team legs. They're 8-0 in the last 8 games on the road, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. So,
but it's also minus 295. But that's Denver. I trust Denver, especially the way that Jamal Murray and them boys have been playing the last couple of days.
Can't trust them.
It's minus 180. It's down to minus 180.
Oh, that was come down since. Well, then I lost money then. But Cleveland is 0-6 in their last 6 games against top 10 scoring defenses. Maybe that's what Wemby included into that ratio for the season. Now he's not in there, but when you look at the dogs on San Antonio, I think they can get with it. And Cleveland, they just got a bunch of like role players.
And we know what Donovan Mitchell is without a point guard. We know what those offenses look like when he doesn't have a point guard.
Mm-hmm. So you got De'Aaron Fox, Vassell, Champagne, Barnes, Olynyk against Mitchell at the 1, Tyson, Hunter, Wade, Mobley, and Mobley's questionable.
So aren't they? They're also due too, though.
That's some Cavs right now, dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay away.
They're definitely due.
They're what? Aren't they on a losing streak?
No, I mean they beat the Pacers on Monday. They lost to the Trailblazers by 12 Wednesday. That was with not everybody. They had Garland though.
Stephon Castle's out, so I mean that kind of evens the.
I mean, yeah, they've lost 4 of their last 5 games.
They were on a losing streak before the Pacers game.
Yeah. So 4 of their last 5 they've lost.
Golly.
Yeah. And that's with Donovan scoring. So.
Yeah, and the Pacers scored 120 on them, which I know the Pacers can still kind of put up points, but for a team that was one of the better defenses in the league last year,
it's the same Cavs, man. I don't know what it
Garland. Garland can't stay on the floor.
Yeah,
and Jared Allen is
but yeah,
it don't seem like he's there. Yeah, it's like every like he's dropping 2 out of every 5 games. I feel like. I mean, I don't even know if he's been back. 10 games total?
Yeah, I don't think he's played 10 games total.
Yeah, it's probably like 6, 7, and he's probably dropped 3 of those. It's not, I don't know. I mean, I get the toe injury is a problem, but they just didn't start the season well. I mean, Donovan looks good. Mobley looks like a little bit unorthodox. You know,
Hunter. Garland's played 8 games.
Yeah, so it's just like, and you know, they don't have that same firepower punch that they had off the bench like they had most of last season, even before the trade when they got Hunter or after. Hunter balls, you know. I wish they could start Hunter instead of bring him off the bench sometimes. I know they mess around with that lineup a lot. I don't love it.
He looked good. He started a few games for them last year at the end of the year, and they looked great.
Yeah, he should start.
Was last year.
I thought he's been starting though.
Well, he has because of Garland and all that. But when Garland's back, you know, it depends on the matchup that they're going against. But they typically try to plug a shooter, you know, in there because of Donovan and Garland and then Mobley, then Jared Allen. Like, you know, you gotta have somebody who's just a corner pocket 8 ball. But Hunter,
maybe when they get Strus back, that that'll help him a little bit because Strus played this year. Yeah, it's that spot up shooter.
Yeah, and they bring Hunter off the bench so that they have an immediate, burst. Otherwise, it's slim pickings because they got rid of Okoro, who was that, and I don't know. But yeah,
no, we're tripping. We're tripping right now.
Why are we tripping?
Hunter started every game.
Yeah, I thought he'd been starting.
It don't seem like it.
Well, he's missed games is the thing.
Okay. Yeah,
he hasn't played every game.
But I've also only watched like 5 games, so
I think I watched a couple. I think I watched like 2 games he didn't play in. So that's
I turned them off after like what was it? The one game where they were at home and they were getting blasted by like 40 going into the 4th quarter. I was like, yeah, this is the last one, and they were at home.
All right, fellas, we got those punches out. We got the triple punch piece out. We got our official punches out. I think that's it. Unless there's anything else you guys want to get into discussing on.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Saturday college football parlay out of the 5 games.
Yeah,
we all come to consensus on who.
I do gotta hop out, and my other show is about to start at 6:15. So, but
pick your
if y'all want to let
hitters real quick.
Okay. Well, I already gave y'all Miami of Ohio and I lean Georgia as well.
So GE, OH, Ohio State, Indiana.
I lean that Ohio State minus the 4. That's just really a jab, but I really do love Georgia and Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, so this one we're just going to pick money line for
money lines. Okay,
each one of the heavy hitters for tomorrow, or today, tomorrow. Ohio State, Indiana. You like Ohio?
Yep, Ohio State. Yep.
Duke and Virginia.
Virginia.
Now, hold on. What are we taking spreads and what are we taking money lines?
Just straight money lines on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, winner. And you pick Georgia.
Yeah, 5-game money line.
I'm just trying to get here so we can get them off of here and then we can build it.
Yeah, Texas
Miami,
Tech,
Ohio, Texas Tech, BYU,
Ohio, Georgia, Ohio State, Virginia,
Texas Tech.
I do think I think BYU plays T-Tech close to the first game.
I do too.
Yeah, I took them for 12.5 on one ticket, which was damn near plus money.
I like almost it up. But as far
I
as
like for 10.5, being honest.
Yeah, 10.
As far
UNLV, as Boise State.
Let me go Boise.
I like Boise to cover tonight, fellas.
Yeah, they might
for a touchdown, 6.5.
It's went up
5.5 still.
Yeah. I saw it at 4.5.
Money line's 215. North Texas, Tulane. You got North Texas, Troy, James Madison,
JMU.
JMU.
Well, you can't even money line that probably. It's like
24.5 is the spread, but yeah, money line. I'm just curious. But good shit. And Kennesaw and JSU.
I'm at Jacksonville State as well.
JSU.
Should we dump on them tonight, fellas?
Never dump. You never dump. That's when you get dumped.
Yeah, that's true.
I do like Kennesaw State,
especially college.
Form this year.
I know better betting on kids.
Yeah, college.
Yeah.
I hammer pros because this is your livelihood. College, even though with NIL money, you still can't trust them. That's why you see me just do a little $100, a little 10% unit. But pros, yeah, we can play with pros, but not these boys. Your girlfriend breaks up with you, and you go out here and you score, 1 point in 40 minutes.
Fellas, what do you think of this 9-leg? What do you think of this 9-leg? It's all the college football games, except I've got Boise State -5, and it's all the ones we said we liked.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Boise State spread, and it's the Troy spread. Call me crazy.
Troy spread at plus 24.5.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
In the championship game,
JMU team that runs the ball so much.
Yeah, in the championship game, I mean, I feel like 25.
Yeah, that's a lot.
4 scores. Yeah,
the 9 legs with the Troy covering and the Boise State covering is at plus 1,600. $10 will win you a grand. $1,600, $23. So $1,623 on a 9-leg for a $10 bet. Obviously, I don't like putting more than like 5 on a 9-legger. But
yeah, let's do it. Let's book it.
All right,
get out of here, Curtis. Let's punch some tickets.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, punch those tickets. Speaking of the kids, did y'all see the Buffalo football player? Where he ran out of bounds? There's down.
Yeah, he's gambling.
He's gambling, bro. No, yeah, he already got caught. Like he got dismissed, I believe, from the team and stuff. But yeah,
that's crazy. Cash Patel, where you at?
He made that so obvious. Like he could have tripped and stumbled or something.
You looked for the out of bounds line and then ran out.
Yeah. Did you? Oh, yeah. I think I did see that. Ain't that the one where the teammate came up to him and was like,
"Yeah," he's like
yeah. I saw the clip, but I didn't understand like what was going on. I was like,
I thought maybe the field paint was weird or something, and he didn't realize he was running out. And then I watched it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, and then I remember they're down 15 in that moment.
Yeah. I was thinking that they were winning, and like in my head, I was like, okay, maybe he's trying to like just not score and keep the ball. But I was like, but you would go down in bounds, and I'm like, wait a minute, that just looked weird. But I didn't get to like hear it because it was on mute.
All right.
They already dismissed him from the team.
Yes, I just sent the clip again. It's Jason, but yeah, crazy.
That's right. All right, fellas, let's go punch those tickets.
All right, fellas, let's punch.
I would have just tripped, dude. Just act like